Okay, guys, we're back for episode 2. So I feel like the dating journey has been dope, has been beautiful, but also has been very challenging. It's like sometimes I'm like, I wish I kind of was still a little ignorant. I kind of wish I still had this hopeless romantic idea in my head. I wish I was a little bit more naive, right? I wouldn't be so stringent, no, so cutthroat like I am now. Because right now, when I see a red flag, it's like, no, it's a no. It's a no. It's been interesting. I didn't date much in my 20s. I was a different version of myself, right? I was a lot heavier. I lived in LA. Heavy in LA don't go together. Okay. Like, it's not like the South where it's like, oh, they like them thick, they like them small, they like them plus size, they like the whole gamut. Not in LA. There's a part of me that preferred or like wishes that I don't wish that I had the same barrier, clearly, but I felt like it helped me define people's motives. I feel like now I just don't know what angle people are coming from. Are you here for my looks? Are you here for what you think is my career? Are you here because you think that there's an idealized version of me that you've made up a narrative that you created because of social media alone? Why are you here? Okay. I'm always asking myself, why are they here? Because there was a whole array of guys that noticed me for the first time. And people, we don't talk about this enough, right? When people lose a lot of weight, it is so much you go through emotionally and mentally. There's so much to adjust to. Not only how you see yourself, how people connect with you, the attention they give to you. This whole idea of pretty privilege, I've always heard of it, never experienced it until I did. There's sometimes there's still moments of me where I was just like, oh shoot, that's the little girl who always wanted to be seen. So this guy who's giving her attention, she always wanted attention from that kind of guy, right? And he's now in her face, right? And so I'm giving it this time when I know this guy is not, it ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't really trying to do nothing for real. Like, you can tell when somebody kind of has a little toxic, a lot of toxic in them, right? I like those kind of guys because I can say no faster, right? I can know what I'm dealing with and know if I'm going to tap in or if I'm going to tap out. It's the guys that think that they are God's gift to the planet. I'm sick of y'all, okay? Get out of my face. Get out of my face. This has happened multiple times to me where a guy comes at me and seeks me out, searches me out, constantly is after me, says all of the right things. There's this one guy. Okay. Okay. So I went to a church that he was working at and he saw me walking in. Never noticed him, but he saw me. I guess he laser focused in. He figured out, just, I don't know, like he paid attention. Right. So after the night ended, I was like, recording something at the church, and then I had like put it on my story. The church reposted it. Next thing I know, I get a DM from some random guy. Mr. Good Guy is in my DM. And so I'm just like, oh, hey, look at his page. I was like, oh, kind of cute. He's a creative. Not my favorite because I try not to date creatives because that's a whole nother story. But I was like, I'm open. So he DMs me. He was like, hey, I noticed you. I saw you at the event tonight. I was like, well, that's a little stalkerish, but also a little flattering. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So yeah, he was like, I'd like to take you on a date. This was like Sunday night. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I go out of town Tuesday. He's like, well, let's go tomorrow. Fantastic. I like a guy who's on top of things. So we go out, have a great time, great date. I mean, it was a beautiful restaurant, rooftop restaurant. Not that that matters, but he put effort into it. It was a beautiful restaurant. And then we just had the conversation. I mean, I noticed this is again learning lessons about myself. When you can deep dive with me, we could talk about history. I don't know. We could talk about mental health. We could talk about emotional well being. We could talk about music. We could talk about lifestyle. We could talk about how we think, spirituality. We could talk about all the things. You got me. Like, that's the first hook. You ain't not all the way, but that's you're getting somewhere, right? So we deep dived, and then to the point where it's like, I don't want to leave, you don't want to leave. So we went back to my place. We did not sleep together, guys. But we just hung out. And I actually had this card set at the time, like a conversational card set. And he noticed, he was like, why don't we play? Why don't we, do this? And I was like, a guy who wants to ask questions? Okay. All right. Okay. I like this. So he ended up spending the night. I had to go to the airport at like very, very early in the morning. So we ended up sleeping over. We did not sleep together. Again, I reiterate, we did not have sex. Okay. And so, yeah, he was like, I'll take you to the airport in the morning. I was like, God, this is crazy. I woke up the next morning super frazzled because I was late. I was running late, which I never am. Running late. He was so calming. He was like, it's okay. It's fine. What do you need? What can I help you with? Blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, yeah. So then I get to the airport, drops me off. It's great. I'm going to the airport. I mean, I'm going to actually work because it was a producer I met online. And so this was our first time meeting. We were going to work together on some stuff. So I get there. He's super consistent, checking in. How you doing? What's going on? It's like, all right, hey, yeah, okay, I'm good. I miss you. So it was great. It was great. It was great. But then the trip turned out to be a disaster. The guy was cool until he wasn't. We actually, he wanted me to go to this event. It was like this event with some friends of his, and it was like a bowling night or whatever. And fun to come to find out, I actually ran into another friend of mine, or this guy I knew had known for a long time. But the guy that I was there with, he got belligerently drunk to the point where he was just being rude and nasty and just ignorant. And I was just like, I need to go. I don't feel safe. I don't know this guy. And so my friend, thank God he was there. He was like, I got you. I'll take you back to the hotel. And he knew the guy. He was like, yeah, he just gets drunk sometimes, whatever. Anyway, long story short, as the guy's checking on me, he's like, what's going on? And I call him and I'm just like emotional, which I never am. Never. So if I feel safe enough with you to feel like I can be a little bit vulnerable with you, then that is also a big deal. And he held the space so great. So great. He held the space so great. He was online looking at flights. I was looking at flights. Like, he was so proactive. He said, do I need to call the airline for you, see if we can get it? I was like, who is this man? Acts of service, you say? I mean, heaven sent you down to me, is what I was thinking. So I was like, this is amazing. I said, anyway, long story short, got a flight. He's like, I'll be there at the airport on time, ready to go, standing outside waiting for me. I think he had flowers, if I recall, so long ago now. And I was just like, oh my God. He was like, are you okay? What do you need? And I was just like, I just want to go home. Went home. My place was messy because I had left in a frazzle. And so I was like, he was like, I just need you to sit down. I need you, just take a time, take a minute, take a beat. I was like, I just need to take a shower. He's like, go ahead, take a shower. When I got out the shower, he had straightened up. He had made up my bed. I was just like, oh my God, what is happening? You can have all of it, okay? All of me wants all of you, okay? That was the vibe. And so we just spent the next few days together and just hung out and went to his place. He went to my place, like super consistent, super intentional. It was just so dope. And then Friday comes around. Oh, Friday. So Friday, he has to go out of town. He has to do a road trip to somewhere because he's doing something. He has to work. And so this level of intensity that we've been having, like seeing each other on a regular basis, all the things, I was just like, okay, dope. Yeah. You going out of town? I was like, all right, cool. Maybe I can see you on your way out. Like maybe we can grab coffee or something like that. And his response was kind of weird. It was kind of like, oh, I mean, okay. Yeah, like I gotta wash my car, but like, yeah, maybe we could do that. I was like, oh, okay. Cool. Well, just let me know. So then he hits me up. No, I was getting my car washed. And he was like, all right, well, I'll meet you, whatever, by the Starbucks over there. So we end up going to Starbucks. And this man proceeded to tell me, um, so yeah, like I've been thinking, um, I don't know if I'm ready to like for a relationship. I said, sorry, say that again. When was that? He was like, yeah, I just feel like it's moving a little fast for me. I said, I'm sorry that it's moving fast for you when you've been the one moving the train. That's crazy. That's wild. Wild. Then he alluded to the fact that I asked him to connect before he went out of town. And that was too much because we had hung out consistently for the last few days. And that was too much. Talking about thrown for a loop. I said, so what was the point of all of this? If you weren't ready, like you searched me out in the DM to find me, to do all of these things, to make it seem like you were that guy, only to do this on Friday. So after that, I just was like, okay, lesson learned. There are guys who will portray themselves as being good guys, but are very, very toxic. And they are church guys. Okay? Church guys. To try to convince a woman that you are ready for something that you're not ready for and then discard her is crazy. It's nasty work. It's crazy. And it happens so often. Just because you're a good guy doesn't mean you're a healed guy. Doesn't mean that you're ready for a relationship. You can be a good guy. I'm so sick of hearing I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. I'm sorry. 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 I don't want to hear it anymore. Okay? You're not sorry. Because if you were sorry, you would do something different. So for me, I'm not impressed anymore. I'm not convinced. I'm not moved by guys. Like they will bamboozle you to just be in your energy. You're hell for sure be in your body, but really be in your energy. I realize that is a thing. Some people are just energy suckers. They just want to be in your space. They don't want nothing else from you. At the end of the day, this is what I know. When he wants to, he will. When a man values you, when a man sees you, when he thinks that you are worth it, when he is 10 toes down in your sphere, he's going to put in the work. He's going to do what it takes to make sure that you are happy, he's happy, there's balance. Like it's not a question. Don't let somebody manipulate you or bamboozle you to think that what your requirements are, what you need out of a relationship, what you need out of a dating experience is too much because someone will. Do not sell yourself short because somebody will. I realize if somebody tells me, hey, I thought I had it and I don't, but I apologize. I do not want to lose my friendship with you. I'm still going to be checking in. I'm still going to say hello, but I'm working on myself. I'm actually cool with that. I don't hate you because you don't have it. What I can't stand and what I think is diabolical and insane is if someone has wrapped you up into them and all of a sudden they completely go ghost. They just disappear off the face of the earth like you never meant anything to them. They don't say hello. They don't see if you're breathing. They don't see if you're alive. They just disappear into the wind. That's insane. Leave people alone. Stop doing this. Stop reeling people in if you know you're not ready. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about this week is that insane dating story. Just because someone's nice doesn't mean that they're going to be good for you. When a guy wants you, he will come after you. And if he doesn't, he will make that known as well. So, there's my TED Talk for the day. Stay tuned to episode 3.